Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again in this YouTube astrological segment. I'm going to be talking about Mercury in the 10th house in a natal chart. Now, first off, some of you may remember when I first started my YouTube astrology channel, I did a series on the Mercury placements in the houses. They're a little bit concise, and some people may have referred to them as snappy. So what I decided to do was make another series on them in which the videos would be a little bit longer and more descriptive. So anyway, first thing up. Well, Mercury in the 10th house is comparable to Mercury in Capricorn, but naturally you got to blend in the zodiac sign, and naturally too, Mercury in Leo in the 10th house would be a lot different than, say, Mercury in Aquarius in the 10th house. So, well, Mercury is connected with communication. So when you have Mercury positive in the 10th house in the natal chart, a lot of that communication may be pertaining to one's career, the dominant parent, which is often the father, authority figures, older people. There may be much speaking about one's social status, stature in life, where he or she stacks up with others. And the person may talk in a somewhat authoritative, commanding way at times, and also there may be an interest in sharing thoughts regarding the government, politics, information technology, accounting, and even trying to attain a position of authority as well. And another thing about Mercury is that it is connected with assimilating information. So the person that has this placement may be very serious, in terms of gathering information, have good concentration in those matters. People with displacement may often gather information regarding politics, the government, taking care of responsibilities, trying ways to attain notoriety and recognition. Gain greater stature, social status in life, being able to stack up with others better. And also regarding attaining a position of authority as well, such as management or working as a landlord somewhere. And also this is about when you look at the 10th house, in a natal chart, it's also about income from publishing and advertising. So, if you are involved in this, then this is where you may focus a lot of your energy in terms of getting, gathering information, learning about how to, make money from publishing and advertising. Now, also, too, Mercury is associated with analysis. So people that have this placement in their natal chart may often be, analyzing, where their stature in life is, their social status, how to attain greater social status, where things that are connected with one's business or career. And also, the responsibilities one may have to take care of, one's accomplishments and achievements. And also, the 10th house is that side to have difficulty in suppressing. So for good or bad, this person may often be trying to analyze that side of themselves, which is difficult to hold back and suppress, for better and for worse. And it could also be, having this placement can indicate it may be a mercurial career situation where the person, may go from one, position, job to another, maybe Mr. or Mrs. Peripatetic, so to speak. And could also be a situation where a person may find themselves, being in a career or livelihood that's associated with communication, whether it be reporting, writing, journalism, data or satellite communications, or working in some field that requires manual dexterity, such as auto or refrigeration mechanics, as some examples. Now, Mercury is also connected with siblings, cousins, and neighbors. So when you have this placement in your chart, you know, siblings, cousins, and neighbors, may figure more prominently, in your career, your livelihood, the business you may be involved in. They may be people that you see as very, disciplined, structured, responsible. They may often be older people, and also too, they may be involved in information technology, or some, carry some aura of authority, maybe authoritative people as well, but may play a strong role, in your social status, your stature in life, how you may stack up with other people as well, or they may be in some, 10th house position, whether it could be, accounting, dentistry, masonry, general mundane work, accounting, working in information technology as some examples. And these people may be very serious too and have good, be about good powers of concentration. Now, Mercury is also associated with short journeys. So when you have Mercury posited in the 10th house, you may be someone that wants to be that authority on short journeys, always understanding, where you gotta go, or dictating to others, where we're going, how long it's gonna take, and so on and so forth. But short journeys may be very, well planned out, premeditated. You may be very consistent in these matters. They may often involve, the dominant parent again, which is often, the father. You may find yourself bringing, older people, to the store a lot, or even people that are in a position of authority, such as, superior or supervisor. And also to, you may find yourself as well, as far as short journeys go. This is something where you may take again, very, I would say, very seriously, and it may be part of your responsibilities, more so, than the average person, or you may at least feel that it is a responsibility. So now, Mercury is also associated with driving and vehicles. So if you have Mercury positive in the 10th house in your natal chart, well, the driving, the cars that you have, or a car you have, or truck, or whatever vehicle it is, might be an older model. It might be some kind that is very conventional or orthodox. You may be, very consistent in terms of the maintenance, the upkeep of it. You may handle, vehicles with a lot of responsibility, maintaining it when need be. It might be somehow involved, something career related, such as working as a driver or selling vehicles, as like a car salesman, as some examples. And the vehicle you have may strongly reflect, your social status, your stature in life as well. Mercury is also connected with early education. So when you have Mercury in the 10th house in your chart, well, your early education may have been one, that was very conventional. It might have been very regimented, structured, disciplined, consistent. It may have been one where you may have been more responsible than the average person. Um, Maybe you took courses, that are connected with politics or the government, something with accounting or business, as some examples. And it may have been something where, the dominant parent, which is often the father, or even older people, authority figures, may have played more of an integral role in your early education than most people. Now, Mercury is also associated with rational thinking. So Mercury positive in the 10th house, the rational thinking may strongly be tied in to the connection with the dominant parent, with authority figures, older people. Um, it may be, something where, the rational thinking may be very disciplined, It may be tied in, your social status, your stature in life, how you stack up with other people. These things may play a role in this. If your stature in life is very low, maybe this has more of an adverse effect on rational thinking. If your standing, your social status is higher than average, it may make you feel better about yourself, and it may, enhance and it'll be beneficial to your rational thinking. Anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment. Until next time, Edwin Learnard saying stay well.